Hey guys, welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. I hope all of you are doing well, and it's really good to have you. I hope all of you who are new will stick around and become part of my tribe here. And if you're a returning subscriber or member, hello, welcome in. It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate all your resources and time that you invest in the channel. So it's really good to connect with you guys once again. So today I'm doing another pick a card reading. This one is all about who is checking in on you and why. So this should be a really interesting reading. That checking in can be interpreted multiple different ways. So we're going to see what Spirit has for you. And these cards before you are the three cards I've tried to make sure, oops, don't fall. Make sure the cards don't have a reflection, so that's why they may be a little weird. But these are going to be your psychic linking objects. I will be pulling as I go today. And yeah, so I will show you each card up close so you can get a better vibe of each group. First group is You Are My Sunshine. You are my sunshine. Aw, that seems very sweet, but is it? Okay, group two, you are This Is Not the End. Oh, question mark? This is not the end? Or is it an exclamation point? This is not the end? Yeah, how's that working out? Okay, and group three, we're gonna call this dreaming. Dreaming. It reminds me of that Blondie song, which a lot of you may not be familiar with, but Blondie had a song called Dreaming. You might be called to that song. There might be a little message there for you. All right, so who's checking in on you, checking up on you, and why? So these are getting sassy with me, are you, group three? Okay, so these are going to be your three selections, all right? And as I said before, I will be pulling as I go today, and we're going to see who is checking in on you and why. I will insert a bit of a video for those of you who need a bit more time to see which group you're drawn to. If you are drawn to more than one group, there's probably going to be more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group one, all of you that selected, you are my sunshine. This is going to be your reading all about who is checking in on you and why. I think there is a camera, I'm pretty sure, but we're going to see. We're going to see where the camera is. Um, so there's sweet feelings here, okay? Or at least there was at some particular time. So we're going to get into it. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay. We're going to start with the archetype oracle deck. Tell me about my group one. You are my sunshine. Who is keeping tabs? Who is checking in on my group one? Who is checking in on my group one? Oh, Okay. Accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Okay. Tell me more. We have priest. The shadow, it came out in reverse. Violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. Okay, and we have beggar, confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self esteem. Okay. This feels, I'm going to take one more. It was in reverse. We have poet, turns a lyrical gift to a negative or destructive effect. I think this is heavy. This feels super heavy, you guys. I didn't expect this, to be honest. This feels like someone who has absolutely done you wrong. Um, Maybe they didn't realize how precious you were or are to them until they didn't have access to you anymore. And there has been some horrific betrayal of trust and boundaries here. And it's probably put you in a place of feeling like you've had to beg for things in your own life, be it emotional healing, being it monetary help, being it needing a place to live, maybe to escape the situation. And what I'm feeling here is this person who is checking in on you is now feeling that. It's as if your absence has caught up to them. And now they're starting to see. They're starting to realize what they've done. And for some of you, these are unspeakable things. Some of you have had a blocked throat chakra. You've kept secrets. You've kept things that are not yours to keep. It's been a big burden, probably most of your life. This person, in the ways they can, has been trying to check in on you. Shapeshifter, transformational, and shapeshifts depending on people's energy due to their cunningness and obsession. So, different things, different people. So for some of you, this person is hiding behind another person or a name, a friend group, a situation. They get their information secondhand, third hand, but they get it. Now, I also feel the force of manipulation with this person, a very manipulative spirit, a lying spirit. Okay, this one. Holds on to fears, has difficulty releasing the fears which may be holding them back in moving forward, comfortable in what they know versus the unknown. This person, although they're checking up on you, I don't feel like, I feel like there's fear about moving towards you. Probably because they are afraid you're going to say something about what they did. They don't want confrontation here. We have motion but no ocean. Tries to rock the boat but needs SOS to get someone off. This person is a pot stirrer. Okay. So it's weird that they don't want to come forward here. I think there's hesitation because I think they, well, they know what they did was messed up. Okay. And I think deep down there is, the feelings of being sorry. Okay. But are they truly repentant? Okay. If they had it to do all over, would they do it over? That's repentant. Like, I would never do that. If I were in the same situation with the same elements, I wouldn't do it. I got to tell you, I don't think they're repentant. I think they're sorry. I think they're sorry it hurt you. I think they're sorry that other people know. I think they're sorry if they got any punishment or consequences. But I do feel like this person's holding on to some kind of lie about it or untruth. So I'm not sure there's been consequences. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some more energy here. Tell me more about this situation, this person checking in on you. I think this person's worried. I think they're worried that you're going to say something. I think they're worried that you are going to be like, hey, podcast, blah, 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 that you're going to tell someone or say something to someone in your family or on your page or to a friend. They are afraid. They're afraid. I'm afraid you're going to run your mouth. Because they don't own this really. You are my sunshine. I still think of you that way. Very manipulative energy. The legend. Very manipulative energy. Some of you put this person on like a pedestal, or like they were on a high horse. They made other people feel like they were better than others. There just was this overwhelming energy of you putting them before yourself. And it may have been because this person or this situation made you feel so poorly about yourself. And I want you, and I know that a lot of you know this, okay? But there's a difference between knowing it and knowing it, okay? You did nothing wrong, okay? Say it with me. You did nothing wrong, all right? And this person checking in on you has a very guilty conscience. Okay? They're very, very guilty. And that's why they're checking in on you. It took me a while to get around to this because they're so manipulative. We're going to get one more of these. Just going to pull from the middle and see what happens. We have the Oracle. I feel like this person made you feel like they could almost like read your mind. That's how manipulative this person is. Okay. Listen, some of this fear that you are feeling, please understand and hear me. It's coming from your child self, and that's why it is so strong. Okay? It's not set in the here and now. All right? It's set from long ago. And if you can just put space between that and understand that, it will help. It will help a lot. Um, because you are special, right? The Oracle, the legend, the podcast, right? You're special. You always knew things. That's why these kinds of energies, this toxic energy, kind of is drawn to people like you. People with souls, people with talents and abilities who incarnate into the planet at this time to do beautiful things, wonderful things. And there are these entities and beings that tend to grab a hold and hang on, um, and leave impressions. So that feels like what we have here is a hanger on who's checking in on you because they feel guilty. Because in some way they're still feeding on you and what happened. Whatever that was, from a narcissistic mother to a sociopathic brother to a psychotic boss. And I'm not diagnosing anyone. These are just words coming from spirit. But in order to survive those situations, we have to often develop our own little coping mechanisms that can be quite a bitch all their own. And sometimes we forget or we don't see our talents, our abilities, things like that. So I feel like part of this reading for you is for you to see your talent and your abilities and to know that the things you feel called to, the things you feel drawn to, those are for you. Those are true. Trust those things. Okay? There are those who will try to smother that out of you. Okay? They're threatened by you. And they want to feed off of that essence that you have. And it can start young. And it can start with this like almost hypnotic thought, you are my sunshine. And it can sound very innocent. but it feels like decay. It starts to feel like rotting on the vine. And it feels like that has taken a toll on you. And some of you have felt this person checking in on you energetically. And this is your validation. So you might need to do a little something, a little prayer, a little petition, a little cord cutting, calling your power back, however that manifests for you. Because you have someone who is remembering the good days. And in your mind, there may not be many good days. There may not be many good experiences. You may struggle to find them. But that's not their truth because they're not owning this. They're not owning your experience. And you can't make someone own that. It's just the way it is. But this guilt they have is going to haunt them. They're not going to stop checking up on you. That's just the way it is. And some of you just have to kind of surrender to the idea that this person, yes, they're going to check on you. And don't shrink yourself or live in fear. Because you understand that that's what this person has done in some ways. And it's caused this very caustic energy. Although I can't compare the two because it's very different. But shrinking yourself and teaching your children or other people to shrink themselves, it really does cause a very dangerous energy. I feel like a lot of you have gotten away from this situation, but it's like it's haunting you. And if you feel haunted, then there's still some things that you need to do so you're not as affected. So it's important that you get a handle on your mind. Now, some of you guys may need therapy. I'm just a woman with a gift and I'm sharing it with you. If you need professional help, please go seek it, okay? But if you have obsessive thoughts or repetitive thoughts about a situation and you kind of want to get a handle on that so every day isn't ate up with that, you have to ask for the awareness. And if you don't believe in spirits, this is asking your conscious brain and your subconscious brain to work together to make you aware of these thoughts and these programs of patterns that are running underneath your consciousness. It works, okay? You can ask that your dream time, your liminal space, your meditations begin to all work together to help you further understand and help you understand and set up boundaries and work through the situation, okay? And make you aware. Make you aware of how these thoughts are blocking you, how the patterns run through your life, instances of how you can stop it and be more productive, and how the patterns run, and you can really see the dream world and your consciousness really work together to help you understand more of that. So I encourage you to do that. Also, If you have stuff of theirs laying around and you're really struggling, you don't have to destroy it, but put it in a box with some salt, duct tape it together, and put it in your attic. Put it in your shed. Put it in the back of your closet. Put it in your trunk. Whatever, where it's safe. And you don't have to look at it. Okay? You have to accept some responsibility for this process. Okay? Um, do cord cutting if you're familiar with it. Call your power back. Ask whatever deities you work with to help you. If you don't believe in deities, then you need to work on actively not allowing your consciousness of the experiences you've been through to dictate your decisions. You need to figure out how to bring space between the activities or situations that occurred with this situation we're talking about here, and understand how those things have influenced your life, make space so changes can be made. And that's really what process is about. And so you can grow. Okay, it is a different way of looking at how growth in the craft works, how workings can work. But I do feel like group one, that this person, this is probably going to be something they struggle with, probably the rest of their life. And I got to tell you, there is patterns of addiction here. And it doesn't feel like the addiction has stopped. It doesn't feel like they've gotten help for it. So they're checking in on you, and there's a lot of ruminating on the past. It doesn't feel healthy. So if you've cut off contact or gone little contact or just deal with them when you have to, then this is your validation that was a good move. Was a good move, And I don't laugh or make that noise to laugh at the situation, okay? Because I understand this, but it's apparent to me that there is some serious patterns of intensity here, and I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, we have the devil. Okay, so there's the addiction, there's the patterns of intensity, there is the all sorts of things. Yeah, I don't feel good intentions here at all. We have the Two of Wands. They can't get it together. They're trying. That's what I feel. They're trying, but they can't. They can't get it together. The Three of Hearts came out here. Okay, listen. And this is how they feel. Okay? It doesn't make it real. It doesn't make it what really happened. Okay? But they feel like you broke their heart. And they think that you were wound up in something wicked, evil, addiction, or another relationship. Like you didn't have your head screwed on straight and you broke their heart. And they're trying to figure out how to, make it all good, make it all better. Some of you have somebody really twisted up. Like they do not record the same history that you do. Okay? Listen to me. They do not record the same history you do. So at this point, any conversation is going to be a confrontation. They're never going to take, I don't want to say never, but you have the Four of Coins, but they're not ready to take really any responsibility for what's going on. We have the King of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, they're not ready. They're not ready. They're lying. They're going to lie about it. They're going to continue to manipulate. They will never take responsibility for their behavior or what they did. They don't have good intentions. I'm seeing the letter K, and I'm seeing a T as well, just random letters. I'm seeing a B, um, a P as well. That those may be letters that have meaning, maybe not. So they may be a Libra, or there may be a Libra involved, maybe a Taurus. Um, there could be a all earth signs. I'm hearing all earth signs. So that is Capricorn, Virgo as well. All earth signs, all air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be. All right. Yeah, you. This person is still lying, and they're lying to some people about what happened. Just so you know, they're lying about the heartbreak. All right. Okay, group one, that's what I received for you. I really enjoyed doing this reading. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected This Is Not the End. This is going to be your reading all about who is checking up on you and why. Checking in on you and why. So, this feels like a searching energy. Although it feels like it may be someone you haven't met as well. For some of you, you may have met them, but you may not. I'm confused. I'm confused, group two. I'm confused. This is not the end. So let's get into this. Okay, so I'm gonna pull from the archetype oracle deck. I wanted to call it the aspect oracle deck, so that's weird. So much weirdness going on, group two. I don't know. Okay, so who is checking in on you and why? This is not the end. Monk, nun, selfless devotion, and single-minded dedication to spirit. Okay. All right. Tell me more about this person. Okay. Spiritual energy here between the two of you. We have this card that I can never say. People have told me how to say this word, but I'm not even going to try. So this is somebody who's a lover and supporter of the arts, and that kind of thing. They support people. This is a supportive energy. This is somebody who was supportive or wants to be supportive. Tell me more. This one. We have damsel in reverse. So what is the shadow aspect? Waiting for a knight to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusion. Okay. So, there's some very strange energy here. Okay. It feels past life, this life, next life. It feels like someone who has either been supportive of you in this life, and perhaps you have fallen away and you're not aware that they're actually still very supportive of you. They still follow you and check in on you. Okay. They still want to help you. Okay. For others, this is someone who, okay, I'm getting something else here. Like, this is someone who wants to help you. Okay. Um, they are a supporter of the arts here. All right. All right. Um, and they are devoted to that pursuit. And they see you as somebody wanting and needing help. And there's something about your energy that is either you're in this place of like giving up, giving in, or you've overcome that and you continue to move forward in the face of adversity. Um, it feels like a lot of different things here. It feels hopeful and it feels careful. Careful, careful. I'm hearing careful, careful, don't rock the boat. Um, I feel this energy for some of you. It checks in on you on a regular basis, but not like daily or weekly or monthly, okay? But on a regular basis. They may be like watching your YouTube or your Instagram or something like that, okay? Now, for some of you, this is someone who you know, okay, uh, that wants to come in and help you in your life. Um, but they have motivations, some of them, okay. And these people check in more often on you. And they might even say, hey, just checking in. Okay, they may literally say that to you. Hey, just checking in. How are you? Yeah, we know. You're just checking in, dude. How are you, motherfucker? Why you checking in on me? Let's just see. Let's pull some more cards. Let's let the dark goddesses talk to us a little bit. Darkness at the bottom of the deck there with Nyx. Okay. All right. I'll find the camera one of these days. This is not the end. Or maybe it is. It just depends on how this hits, okay? Um, But there definitely is this energy of someone checking in on you because they believe in you. They believe in what you do, what you offer, like your career. This may be a work thing. This may be like a someone in your network. Yeah, it may be somebody in your network or I'm hearing LinkedIn, someone in your professional environment. Tell us more. We have Death, Santa Muerte. I'm just gonna lay this over here and just gonna put that right there. So that's there. So I don't know, y'all. Reading over. No, I'm just teasing. There's this transformative energy here with the person checking in. This could be your energy too, as well. Scorpio, Pluto energy. We have Nyx. She came right out of the deck. And we have Oshun, self-love. Beautiful. I get this energy of like, you don't have to check in on me. I know I'm a badass. I know I'm wonderful. I don't need your validation. There's just this energy of like, I'm not I'm not doing what I do for drive-bys, you know. Um, and I say that with all respect. I feel like there's just this energy of like I'm not lingering in like possibility anymore. There's just this big energy with group two of um this energy here. This is not the end, but for you, you're moving faster than like you're moving on. Like you got something brewing. You got something working. You got something. So this energy checking in on you may not be quite fast enough. You know what I'm saying? They may not be quick enough to catch this because it may not be for them. That's right. Because there is great, big, beautiful darkness here. And she is unapologetic AF. We have chocolate, aphrodisiac. Woo! Woo! It's spicy. It's getting spicy over here. We have aloe vera, soothe. Oh, yeah. We have olive, peace. And we have mustard, faith. I feel this very cool vibe, of the energies checking in and why. And of course, they're checking in on you because you're undergoing a radical transformation that's birthed from this inner knowing and this self love, this self devotion. And it's not selfish, it's self healing. It's a whole other thing. And not everyone understands this because it can look very self focused. But that's okay. That's all right. That's how we heal. So the thing is that I have an itch on my nose. You got ancestors here. So although many of you have been working on getting certain kinds of attention towards you, and I feel the energies peeking in, right? Some of these energies are not the ones for you, baby, and you're going to know. You're going to know. You're going to be like, I thought I wanted that. I don't want that shit. I don't want that after all. I changed my mind, and you're allowed to change your mind. And it's going to surprise people. It's a good thing. It's super good. Let's get some tarot. Let's get some tarot. Tell me more about my group two. I think people want some of this honey that you got going on. And it's not for them. It's for you. It's your honey for you to use to better your life. And you know what I'm talking about. You know. Some of you may work with Aphrodite or Venus or Inanna or Ishtar. We have the devil. Speak of the devil came out in group one. So, of course, gonna get him again in group two. So, we have the devil here. Dante's Inferno. I just feel like you have this glow about you, and that some people don't want their connections to you to end. Okay. We have the Five of Wands. They just don't want it to end. I think you have quite a few people who check up on you. I think you have exes. I think you have people whose attention that you have attracted with this attraction energy of the devil. And then we have this competitive energy and the Nine of Pentacles here. We have the Ten of Cups. And we have Temperance. You know, it just really feels like that you are a different person. You're becoming like a different person. And it's a deep transformation. And because of this, you're attracting different kinds of people and also people from the past to check in on you. There are some people who believe they can give you happiness. And I feel like there's almost this energy of watching you become happy as well, or that are people wishing happiness upon you, and checking in to see where you are, what's happening with you. That's a really lovely energy to have. Like, that's a lovely energy to be checking in on someone to see, you know, what's going on and wishing happiness upon them. But I do think with the devil here, there is energy of attraction, okay, of like, you know, I'm checking in on you because I'm very attracted. And we have the Ten of Cups here, right, with the devil. And this is seductive, attraction, romantic. So you have someone who's interested in you, also could be an ex, who's definitely checking in on you. They want to know if you're happy. And some of them, even though they have a person, they wonder, like, coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know, Like, I wonder if what would have happened, or I wonder if I called them, what would happen? That kind of thing. Um, you know, it just feels like you have quite a few people interested in what's going on with you. And I just think you're changing. And a lot of people aspire to change right now. They aspire to change things in the world that are crazy, themselves, their own environments, how things are, the way we do things. Um, they see the need for change. And when you see others being able to make changes, it can be very inspiring, especially when you're not able to make those kinds of changes. So um, I think people see you as inspiring and they check in on you to see how you're doing or how you are on your journey. It just feels like group two, you have quite a few people. So maybe you have a lot of friends. Some of you may be in a sorority. I'm seeing all the sorority letters light up in different colors of green and pink and gold. Some of y'all got some gold going on and some blue. Um, but also could be that you have a platform of presence. Could be family. Could be just a lot of friends. What else we have going on? Why are they checking in on my group too? Why are they checking in on my group too? Why are they checking in on my group too? Boy, these don't want to shuffle. They don't want to shuffle at all. That is crazy. Y'all don't want to shuffle. Okay. Give him a knock. Give him a knock and a little spanky spank. All right. Tell me about my group two. Why are they checking in on my group two? What is going on? Not those? These. Okay. What is the T? Okay. Now we're talking. Okay. Tell me. Why are we checking in on my group two? Why are they checking in on my group two? Marrying for money. I think you got someone who is sweet on you, who's like, might be even your partner. They may be making a joke here. It may be your partner making a joke here about, I'm marrying you for money, haha. Or someone who is interested in you, right? Tell me more. I feel the sarcasm in that card. We have obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessive, karmic. All right, what else? Oh, we have too busy winning. Are they watching you win? Or are they bragging again? Is this person a smartass? Is your person funny? These two cards want to come out. We have caught a case. Ooh, caught a case, a rash. Is that why they're checking in? Stop it. Stop it for real. Okay, we have impersonator. Wants to be you, acts like, dresses like, looks like, copies you. Wants to be you. So they're obsessed. You got someone who's obsessed with you, who wants to be you, copy you. They may have caught a a case. Come on now. Are they obsessed? Aw. They want to be you. How's it feel? to have a super fan. You have to laugh at this kind of shit. You really do. You got someone who's obsessed with you. You got a partner or someone who's funny. They're too busy winning and marrying for money. Oh, we have broke ass. Love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic. That's why they check on you. That's why they watch your videos. That's why they send you emails. That's why they check on you. 'Cause they miss you. But this too. Oh, you guys, y'all got somebody who's super funny. So, congratulations. You're welcome. All right, so that's what I received for you, group 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I enjoyed doing this reading for you. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Beep boop bop. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected dreaming, this is going to be your reading all about who is checking in on you and why. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, it's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind, okay? All right, I think I can find the camera. I think it's right here, but I'm not sure. So, okay. All right, there's a lot of energy here, so let's just start drawing some cards and finding out who is checking in on my group 3. Who is checking in on my group 3? 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 We have an engineer. Ability to create energy and practical expression. Ability to give creative energy a practical expression. Okay. Talent for dreaming resolutions to common dilemmas. Smart, someone very smart, smarty smart, someone smarty smart. This one wants to come out. We have king. Oh, light attributes. Enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. Okay, so seems like maybe you have more than one person, or you have, this could be the same person. We have a child wounded, and I pulled it in the opposite direction. Let's get the candle so I can read it better. Blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. So this person has had some difficult issues with childhood trauma, and they haven't had forgiveness in those issues. That's not necessarily a horrible thing. There are some things in life that may not be so easy to forgive, and we shouldn't judge people where they are on their forgiveness journey. Okay? So let's just keep that out there, card. Okay? That's how I feel about that. So okay, let's pull some more cards. Tell me more about this. Why are the engineer king energy checking in on my group 3 dreaming? This dreamy energy. Oh, they're pulled to the dreamer. They're pulled to this very etheric energy. Oh. Well, well, they're pulled to that shit. Okay, we want this one. Haunted memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. Okay, so um, I feel like some of them feel like they've known you before or they have known you before, and they have flashbacks of, times you were together. For others, like, you share a similar story as far as like things you've been through. Um, and for others, there is this energy. They feel haunted by you, kind of thing. So just take what's yours. Use your own discernment here. There's a lot of different things. Okay, busy mind energy, like someone who's very smart and they may overthink things sometimes. They may think too much. Um, they may be a musician, okay? Maybe a musician, all right? Or an artist. Okay, we have shine. Your light irritates their demons. There's something about your light, your illumination that they're drawn to. There's something about how you're illuminated. Okay. I think they're very attracted to you, like physically, emotionally, spiritually, that kind of thing. Um, it feels like it triggers something deep within them. This is a deep person. This may be more than one person, but I feel someone very deep here. Um, Deeper than I want to go, thank you. They're kind of funny. Deeper than I want to go, thank you very much. Legal issues, court, judges, immigration, lawyers. They may be a lawyer. They may be a lawyer. Let's get some more. Come on, talk to me. Don't fall off the table, sassy McSassy pants. Stay right there. Okay, we have karmic friends. Can't fully trust them. Tension. Secret competitions. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. You may know this person through friends of a friends of a friends. It may be online. It may be a weird connection. Take what's yours. Leave the rest behind. We have dusted off. No, they didn't just say dusted off. Listen, buddy. Nobody puts baby in the corner. If you don't know the reference, I'm terribly sorry. No, dusted off. This person, what in their head, overthinking, stress, over analyzing. I said, what this person wants in their head. They're overthinking it. They're overanalyzing it. This person's very attracted. Okay, they're super attracted to you. This person, if they are a friend of yours, they do not want to be friends. They want to dust it off. Oh no. And if this is your person, they want to dust it off. They feel like you're dangerously in this territory of being like friends or something. Like there hasn't been a lot of deep talking going on, if you know what I'm saying. boss daddies on the bottom of the deck. We're going to take that one. Okay, stable, rich, business owner, CEO, and that kind of energy. Okay. I think this person is enamored with you. Okay, be them your person, be them a new person. Um, I do sense an energy of like, um, for some of you, this person may have tried to kind of like stop checking in on you, but they could not stop. They couldn't leave you alone. Into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, positive. They couldn't because it just feels so good. Oh no. Too bad about the too bad about the too bad about the what? What is a motherfucker? Too bad about the what? I'm gonna pull tarot. Too bad about the what? Too bad about the what? Oh, the Knight of Swords and the King of Wands. What is the Knight of Swords getting all aggressive about? This King of Wands. Too bad about the what? We have a Page of Wands and a Seven of Wands. Listen, I think some of them have some family issues to deal with. Okay? It just feels like that intuitively by these cards. This little Page of Wands here, look how he's rooted into the ground. He just hasn't even got his wheels, his training wheels yet. He hasn't even gotten on with life. For some of you, there's some issues there. Okay, with like a child or family, or there is an ex. This is Nine of Swords. There's an ex here that is got a mouth. They got a mouth, y'all. When I don't say this often, but some of y'all got an ex here that's got a mouth. And I'm not sure if some of you guys like could without, you know. I'm just saying. Just if it could it be, you know. Um so there's that. So too bad about the okay. What else? Too bad about they have horrific anxiety, which for some of you isn't too bad about. It's like, oh, we're a match made in heaven, because so do I. So too bad about the Judgment. A little Page of Cups over here. The Three of Wands. I feel like someone hasn't been good with their child support. Someone hasn't been good to a child here. Also, I'm getting someone hasn't followed through on what they said. An offer, like, let's get the toxic tarot. Tell me more about this shit. Too bad about the what? Now tell us. Because these cards will tell you. Too bad about the bad judgments around drinking. Around addiction. Oh, I think I know. I feel it. Dark Knight. Swoops into people's lives and tries to rescue them from their problems and situations, but is struggling internally also. So this person wants to come in and help you, right? Um, they want to come in and sweep you off your feet. But, and they may put off like they can do more than they can. All right. And leaving you in a bad situation, bad deal. Okay, what else we have here? Plays house in a plastic home. Boom. Lots of problems with exes and children not being responsible, running out, pretends to be a family material, but doing the deed, but can't build a foundation based on physical interactions at home. Has dropped the ball when it comes to kids and responsibilities. Okay. Now, I'm not saying they're like this now. I'm not saying that you may not have someone who's trying to fix that. Okay. But this is definitely an ongoing issue. Okay. I do think with this Three of Wands, look at the explosion here. I feel intuitively that there is a or was a temper issue, anger issues. Okay, what else we got here? We have sperm dumpster. Oh, spreads their seed as if their life depended on it. We may have someone who has, and no judgment, okay? They may have, quite a few children by different people, and you may have like the complexities of that to deal with, and it may be difficult. Um, and so, great energy. Too bad about the. Now, for some of you, what I just mentioned was the ex. All that stuff is your ex, and they're definitely checking in on you. Okay? For some of you, this is your person, and you know about their history, and you've seen them work on it, and this is your validation. Okay? And for some of you, this is someone who is checking in on you, and this is their baggage. Okay? And they're really drawn to you. Okay? But they got baggage. Here's the thing. We are all imperfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect, you know? And this is their baggage. They have been irresponsible. It doesn't mean they currently are. This is history, for some of them. It just depends on who you are, you know. I will tell you this. Auntie Amy will tell you this. If someone hasn't changed by a certain time in life, they're not going to. What I mean to say, if like the birth of a child doesn't change you, that same child probably isn't going to make a much of an impact 5 years from now. Do you see what I'm saying? If the act of getting married doesn't change you, that same marriage isn't going to change you in 10 years. That same act of marriage. You see what I'm saying? Like there are certain things in life that can change certain people. And they often change us. For some people, that is the birth or the arrival of a child. And group 3, this is an example for you. In this situation, it may not have changed this person in the past. And I will say people can change later, okay, but not often. So I would say you would have to see a radical change. And you would have to be sure of it, you know. You'd have to see proof of it. And you would see it in the children more than anything. Um, and you would see it be a solid foundation built over time, not in a short period. Okay? It's very, very important. So, more than likely, this person isn't ready for you. Um, because I feel like you have this very brilliant energy with the shine card. Of course, you're going to draw people to you. We're all imperfect people, right? But now is when all those struggles to know your own worth, this is when they come into play. And you get to decide who you let back into your life, who you keep in your life, who you let go. Not everyone deserves your companionship, your attention, your conversations. It's just a fact. It's not personal, it's reality for you. And it may be that your life has just gotten really busy. It may be that you're shifting focus. It could be a lot of things. But when we really change, often our life changes. And with that change, often we physically move. Sometimes we change jobs. Often it's a complete change of perspective. And people can't go there with us. We find ourselves in a new life. And I feel that for you, okay? And I feel these people responding to that. Because as you kind of get out there and you shake off some of this darkness, some of this density, you shine so bright. You're going to draw some denser energies. You're going to draw people like this. People who, you know, use your discernment. That's what this is about. And you have to learn who is good for you, who isn't. You understand your worth. Now you have to put it into play. You have to put it into focus. So when someone pops into your life who has been attracted to your light and they present themselves to you, you can trust your gut, your intuition about how you feel when you meet them, when you connect with them, when you talk to them. And you can trust that you'll make the right decisions about who's in your life. Because you'll have a lot of different kinds of people in your life who will come to you and want to be in your life. And you have to remember that not everyone deserves to be in your energy. You haven't gone through everything you've gone through just to allow anyone into your personal space. A lot of people don't like to hear that. They don't like to be aware of that. Your access is restricted. And in order to get access to you, you literally have to open the gate. You have to walk, when you got a big house on some acres and you got to walk to the gate because you don't want to get in your car because you'll walk to the gate. You walk all the way out to the gate. You got to let somebody in that gate and then you got to, walk all the way back because you don't want to get in their car. Okay, because you walk to the gate, you're going to walk back. Okay, and it's just like that, right? It's a big deal to let somebody in. So you want to make sure you let the right people in. And you want to trust they're the right people. And the only way that you are going to get better at that is to start practicing it. Start putting it out to play. So what does that mean? You also have to start opening up to allowing more people in your life. The people who are watching you shine. The people who are seeing you. You out here doing this dream, this thing. Allow people. See how you feel. Remember, you don't owe anyone an explanation for anything you do. Not anything you do. Say it with me. I don't owe anyone an explanation for anything I do or say. No means no. Boundaries are high for a reason, but we lower them in order to grow. We lower them to make friends. We lower them to reassess them. There's a lot of reasons to lower our boundaries. And for you, it's going to facilitate greater growth. And it feels like for you on different levels, personally, professionally, and it's going to help you become more focused. Some of you guys are focused on you're looking out on your dream through the gaze of eyes that don't serve you. Okay, you got to start looking at this dream outwardly through the eyes that serve you. Okay? And you got to figure out the difference. You're looking at your dream and judging it so harshly and so critically that you're squashing any room for growth. Okay. You have to stop that. Your dreams are important. And people may not realize why they're so attracted to your energy because they may not know what a dreamer you really are, but they feel it. They feel that dreamy energy, that Pisces Neptune energy. A little bit of Aquarius energy in there. Uranus. That magical energy. They feel it. And they want some of it because the world right now feels very weird, but magical, but not, I don't think it feels magical in the way that makes people feel, good. And I feel like with you, there's something about your energy that helps people feel magical or connected to some kind of magical energy in a way that makes them feel good. So that's a beautiful thing that you have. And I feel like using that to your advantage is part of the reason why you're here. And it's going to draw people to you. It's going to draw opportunity to you. Okay, so don't pull back from that. All right? Okay, group 3, that's what I received for you. I really enjoyed doing this reading. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.